Hi, it's Scott Carter with your Financial Fast Lane. Here's the tip. Understanding IRAs and maximizing your contributions is part of building a solid portfolio and sizable nest egg. The IRA, which stands for Individual Retirement Account, was created in 1974 by Congress when it became apparent that most of us could not save enough for retirement, that an increasing number of pensions were underfunded and employees were not able to retire as they had hoped. IRAs were put in place as an option for us to build a retirement account, tax deferred, with no limits on how much money could be made on these accounts as they grew over the years, leading up to our retirement. In theory, great idea. In practice, it hasn't been leveraged as much as I believe possible because we've relied on other people to manage these accounts. And that set it and forget it mindset limits our ability to benefit from this investment vehicle and the incredible power of what we know as compound interest. Now, what do I mean that our ability to make money has been limited? Well, according to the law, we're allowed to invest in almost anything in an IRA. But since many of us either have a 401k with a current employer, or have an old 401k, or an IRA with a big institution like Fidelity or Schwab or E-Trade, we can only invest in opportunities they give us as options. And surprise, surprise, the options they give us are for those things like mutual funds and stocks where they get a big management fee or commission on the products they sell. So they're making money on our money. Instead, we need to be making more money on our money. As a starting point, understand what fees you're paying to your IRA provider. Some firms charge an annual fee just for doing business with them. Make sure you understand transaction fees for things like buying and selling stocks, ETFs, or other investments. If you're working with a commission-based advisor, make sure you know how he or she is compensated because your IRA could be carrying high internal fees just to cover that cost. If you're currently contributing into an employer-sponsored 401k, you can't go outside their investment options. However, you can still set up another IRA outside of your employer-sponsored 401k. Get educated on your options because there are both tax-deferred IRAs and those that are funded with after-tax dollars. With a Roth, for instance, you withdraw tax-free starting at age 59 and a half. And you don't have to take the required minimum distribution as in other IRAs. So it provides more flexibility to you. Or by setting up what's called a self-directed IRA, you get the ability to invest in almost anything and earn unlimited amounts of money on it. Want to invest in land? You can. Want to invest in a Christmas tree farm? You can. And what about an Airbnb property? That too. So as you can see, there are loads of options that we have at our fingertips to begin to compound the money in our retirement accounts in ways that we maybe never thought possible. Be proactive. Look at your options. Think about consolidating your old 401ks and your IRAs so that you can compound those returns in a much more lucrative way than you can with equities. And don't forget about catch-up contributions if you're over the age of 50. The government gives you even more of a chance to grow your retirement accounts as much as possible. If you're young, really the only mistake you can make is to not get started. If you're 25, based on a 7% annual growth rate, you only need to invest $5,000 per year to have over $1 million at the age of 65. If you wait just until you're 35, then you'll have to save over 3 times that much each year to make the same return. Don't miss out on what Albert Einstein called the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest. So remember the tip, understand and maximize an IRA.